A narcissist never reveals their most dangerous traits while you are still under their control. They save those for the moment you no longer serve their purpose. When they discard you, their real demonic self comes out. It becomes a calculated game of intimidation, control, and fear. Suddenly, their silence feels like a weapon, heavy enough to make the air in the room turn thick. You start noticing things that shouldn't be happening, like the glass that shatters for no reason, the personal items that vanish without a trace, or the drink they offer you that you instinctively know not to touch because they put stuff into your food. It's your body warning you against the danger that you once felt in your gut, and it's now standing right in front of you. These are the traits they keep buried until the discard, when they no longer need to pretend to be human. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The topic for today is 5 personality traits narcissists hide from you until discard. Before we get started with number 1, make sure you're subscribed and also join my upcoming training on Master Co-Parenting with a Narcissist happening on 23 and 24th of this month. Link is in the description of this episode. Number 1, they enter the room and just stare until you physically feel tense. This is not the kind of silence you get when someone is lost in thought or having a bad day or they're dissociating. This is calculated and predatory silence. They will walk into the room without saying a single word. They will not greet you. They will not move around aimlessly. Instead, they plant themselves somewhere within your sight and just stare. It's not a curious or loving look. It's a dead, penetrating stare that seems to go straight past your eyes and into your bone. It is not a curious or loving look. It is a dead, penetrating stare that seems to go straight past your eyes and into your bones. You can feel it in your body before you even consciously register it. Your shoulders tighten, your breathing becomes shallow, your mind starts racing, searching for a reason, any reason for why they are doing this. This is one of the clearest signs that the relationship has shifted into a more dangerous phase. Before, they may have used words to manipulate you, love bombing, gaslighting, guilt tripping. You know their deal. Now they are using your own body against you. Silence becomes a tool to make you feel smaller, weaker, and more on edge. They know you will either break the silence by asking, "What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that?" or by trying to justify yourself for things you did not do. Either way, they have pulled you back into the psychological game without saying a word. The other aspect of the same thing is the demonic spirit attached to a narcissist, about which I have talked 1,000 times in different ways. That is what gets activated, and they look at you with that pure smirk, with that hatred on their face, and you feel it, that it's not a human being that is trying to make eye contact with you. It's something out of this world. Let me know in the comments if you have been there, if you know what I'm talking about. Number 2, they offer you food or drink you suddenly feel you should not touch. When the relationship is good, they will happily share meals, pour you a drink, or cook for you. But you know it's always mixed because they use food against you. After the discard, everything gets 10 times worse because they cannot control you directly. So they try to control you through what you eat. To be very specific and direct, they try to poison or drug you. I've talked about this in another episode. You can watch it right now by clicking the I button above, in which I thoroughly explain how a narcissist might try to harm you through poisoning you or drugging you, and then gaslight you by weaponizing your state against your nature. So the things they do while tampering with your food are subtle. They may hand you a cup of tea, a glass of water, or a plate of food, and for some reason you feel uneasy. Your mind may not know why, but your body knows instinctively. Something deep inside says, "Don't touch it." You hesitate. You may even pretend you're not hungry or that you already ate. Here is something that you must understand. It's not always that they have actually tampered with it. Sometimes the danger is psychological. The possibility that they could tamper with it is enough to create fear. That fear is a form of control. They have now inserted doubt into one of your most basic survival needs. And sadly, there are indeed cases, like I said earlier, where the threat is real. A lot of survivors have shared experiences of food or drink being spiked with substances to cause illness, disorientation, or sleepiness. The act does not need to happen often, just enough to plant seeds of uncertainty to make you think you are unsafe in your own home. This is why your gut instinct is everything. If you hesitate before eating or drinking something they have given you, listen to that hesitation. Your subconscious picks up on micro signals your conscious mind may easily miss, and in situations like this, those instincts can be life saving. Behavior number three, they smash something in front of you and walk away without explaining. One of the most unsettling behaviors you may see after discard or they are about to discard you is what I call silent aggression through objects. You will be in the same space as them and suddenly something gets broken, a glass, a plate, a remote, without any warning. Sometimes they throw it, sometimes they swipe it off a surface, and sometimes they drop it just hard enough to make it shatter. They do not yell, they do not give an explanation, they do not even look at you after it happens, they just walk away, leaving you with the sound of the impact still ringing in your ears. Why do they do this? Because it is intimidation without direct confrontation. They're showing you that destruction is only one step away and they're capable of it at any moment. By breaking something in front of you, they bypass your logical mind and go straight for your nervous system. You feel unsafe even if they have not touched you. It's also a way for them to deny responsibility later. If you bring it up, they can shrug and say, it was an accident or you're overreacting. But you know it was not random. You know it was meant to send a message. And that message is simple. I can destroy anything, objects, your peace, sense of safety, whenever I want. Behavior number four, they take your important belongings and vanish. This one is extremely cruel because it hits you where it hurts the most. Your ability to function in daily life. After discard or before discard, some narcissists will take items you absolutely need, your keys, your ID, your work tools, your laptop, your wallet, and then they will disappear. They do not do this because they need these items, you know that. They do it because they want to create chaos. They want to see you scramble, to watch you lose time, money, opportunities, and energy, replacing what they took. They want you to feel that without them, your life is harder, messier, and more stressful. Basically, they do this to teach you a lesson. Sometimes they will return the items after making you beg or after you have been inconvenienced enough to satisfy them. Other times, they will hold onto them indefinitely or destroy them just to leave you utterly powerless. The underlying message is one: I want to control you. Even after discard, they want to remind you that they can still reach into your life and disrupt it. They can still take things from you, and that power, however small it may seem, is something they heavily feed on. Behavior number five and the last one. They give you that life threatening feeling you cannot ignore. This is the hardest one for me to put into words because it's not about something they say or do directly. It's about the way you feel in their presence after discard. You may have had moments in the relationship where your gut told you something was wrong. A strange look in their eyes, a tone in their voice that did not match their words, a physical closeness that felt more like a threat than intimacy. But after discard, that feeling becomes constant and undeniable. It is the sense that you were never truly safe with them. And now that they have no reason to hide it, the danger is naked in front of you. You can see it in the way they move, in the way they look at you, in the complete absence of care in their actions. This is not just fear of emotional harm anymore. It is the deep primal awareness that they could hurt you physically, financially, or in ways you cannot even anticipate. And the craziest part is that they seem to enjoy that you feel it. When you get this feeling, you must trust it. It is your survival instinct speaking, like I said, and ignoring it can have consequences far beyond emotional pain. Which one of these behaviors have you personally witnessed with a narcissist who tried to hurt and damage you? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to sign up for my waiting list for the membership program called Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse. Hundreds of members have been experiencing the shift, and I want you to experience the same as well. So join now by clicking the link in the description. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.